I've met him on a few occasions. He comes from down the road at Sheffield. Give a great welcome to Dudley Doolittle.
Thank you very much indeed, and a very good evening to you all. What a pleasure it is to be working in Leeds, Yorkshire people. My grandfather said to me, had it not been for a Yorkshireman dropping a pound note in a butcher's mincer, the world would never have had jigsaws. It's nice. I've worked at Yorkshire Television before, actually. And it's funny when you come in. I came in today and I thought, I'll go into the bar and have a drink, sort of settle me down. And I went into the bar and it was absolutely packed. I thought it was a Cynthia Payne party at first. And I went in, and as soon as you walk in, they all knew, everybody knew everybody. Hello, how are you? Are you having a drink? Yes, I'll have a drink. Gin and tonic, I'll have a gin. As soon as I walked in, it were all, who's he? He's not from round here. How do you know? He's took his hand off his drink. Who is it? It's Dudley Doolittle. Who? Dudley Doolittle. What a stupid name. Is that his proper name? No. What's his proper name? Dennis. Dennis what? Dennis Doolittle. What does he do? He's a comedian. Who's told him that? And I must tell you before I go any further, I have gone through a very unhappy divorce. And nowadays, all a girl has to have to go out with me is a pulse. And there was a girl stood at the end of the bar, and she was really thin. She was stood in a green dress. I thought she was a damp patch at first, but she was very, very thin. She was built like a racing snake. Not saying she had a small bust, it looked like somebody had wallpapered over 2 light switches. I thought, I'll have a go at this. I said, hello, love. She said, hello. Yorkshire girl. I said, would you like a drink? She said, I'll have a pint of bitter. What I thought, class girl. I said, what a lovely dress you've got on. I said, it'd look nice on the back of a chair. I said, what are you called? She said, well, actually, she said, I'm called Eileen. I said, what a lovely name. I said, Eileen? I said, Eileen what? She said, Eileen backwards. I said, Eileen? Can I give you a lift home? She said, well, I suppose you could, yes. So I got in the car and we set off and we're into Leeds town centre. And we stopped at the traffic lights and a policeman knocked, come on, pull round this corner. So I pulled round the corner. He said, I've reason to believe you're drunk in charge of this vehicle. I said, you're joking. Drunk? I said, I'm working at Yorkshire TV. I said, how they've kept the colour in the beer after all the rain we've had this week, I'll never know. He said, I've reason to believe you're drunk. He said, if you're not drunk, tell me the sequence of these lights. I said, well, the sequence, it's red and amber, and then it's green. He said, and what comes next? I said, how the hell do I know? I've gone by then. He said, anyway, what are you doing in the car with this bird? I said, well, I'm doing I'm having a dance. He said, what sort of dance? I said, well, yeah, it's like a cha-cha-cha. He said, really? He knocks on the next guy. I said, what are you doing in there? She said, I'm doing a dance as well. He said, what are you doing? She said, I'm doing the rumba. He knocks on the last guy. He said, what are you doing? He said, I suppose you were doing the bossa nova. And the little girl pops out and says, no, I'm doing the bossa favour. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. God bless you. Thank you.